Hello! Welcome back sa aking YouTube channel. For this vlog, I will discuss about graphs of quadratic functions. So, graphs of quadratic functions, I have here a figure. So, as you can see, there is a graph, this one and this one. The graph of a quadratic function y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c is called parabola. So, ang tawag sa graph ng quadratic equation ay parabola. So, ito ang graph ng quadratic function. So, ang tawag pala sa graph na ito ay parabola. There is a line called the axis of symmetry, which divides the graph into two parts, such that one half of the graph is a reflection of the other half. So there is a line called the axis of symmetry. So this one, yan, this is called the axis of symmetry. Then for this graph, this is called the axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry, it is the one who divides the graph into two parts. The other half is the reflection of the other half of the graph. So parang dinidivide lang ng axis of symmetry ang graph. Okay? So this one, you need to remember this. The leading coefficient of ax squared plus bx plus c is a. Right? A is the leading coefficient kasi this is the first term. X squared is the variable, then a is the coefficient. So, mas madali yung makuha or makita, magiget yung leading coefficient if naka-arrange na sa standard form ang given na quadratic functions. Pero pag hindi pa naka-standard form ang given na quadratic function, i-transform nyo lang siya into standard form para mas madali nyong makuha yung leading coefficient. Okay, so when the leading coefficient is positive, the parabola opens upward and the vertex is a minimum. So this is the graph. If ang leading coefficient daw is positive numbers, ibig sabihin ang graph niya ay nakabuka ka pataas. Tingnan nyo to, di ba? Nakabuka ka siya pataas. Then, and the vertex is a minimum. So, ang vertex niya is minimum since nasa baba siya. Okay. When the leading coefficient is negative, the parabola opens downward and the vertex is a maximum. So, if ang leading coefficient naman is negative numbers, ibig sabihin yung ang parabola, nakabuka ka siya pa-down, pababa. So, ito. This is the graph of if the leading coefficient is negative. This one. So, nakabuka ka siya pababa, then ang kanyang vertex is maximum since nasa taas. Tatandaan nyo ha, remember, uulitin ko, if ang leading coefficient is positive number, ibig sabihin, yung parabola ay nakabuka ka siya pataas, then ang kanyang vertex is minimum since nasa baba. Ito. Then, if ang leading coefficient naman is negative numbers, ibig sabihin ang parabola is nakabuka ka siya pa-down, pababa. Then, ang kanyang vertex is maximums kasi nasa taas. Okay, next. If the quadratic function is expressed in the form y is equal to a times the quantity of x minus h squared plus k, the vertex is the point h and k. So, if ang quadratic function daw is naka-express na siya in vertex form, 'di ba? This is the standard, this is the vertex form, right? So, if naka-vertex form na ang given na quadratic function, makikita mo na, makukuha mo na kaagad yung vertex, which is H and K. So, ang number na nandito, H yan, then ang number din na nandito is K. Then, the line x is equal to h is the axis of symmetry, and k is the minimum or maximum value of the function. So, di ba, pinakita ko na kanina kung paano nyo, kung paano or saan nyo ilalagay ang axis of symmetry. So, ang value ng h, if ang given is the graph, makukuha nyo na kaagad yung value ng h, which is magdedepende kung saan matatapat sa x-axis ang axis of symmetry. Okay? Then, ang k naman is the minimum or maximum value of the functions. So, di ba kapag naka-open downward ang graph, ibig sabihin na minimum yung vertex niya. If naka-opens downward, ibig sabihin maximum yung vertex niya. So, ang k, makukuha nyo doon sa vertex kung saan naka-align yung dulo ng graph. Okay. Ipakita ko yan sa example. The domain of a quadratic function is the set of all real numbers. So, ang domain ng quadratic function is always set of all real numbers. Yan palagi ang sagot. If ang given is quadratic function, ibig sabihin ang domain niya is always set of real numbers. The range depends on whether the parabola opens upward or downward. Ang range naman niya or ang value ng y is magdedepende kung yung parabola is naka-open downward ba or upward. So ito you need also to remember this. If it opens upward, the range, tingnan nyo yung puti ha, wag yung pula. If it opens down upward, the range is the set y is greater than or equal to k. So, ang change nyo lang dito is itong k. So, kung ano yung value ng k, yun ang ilalagay nyo dito. So, if ang parabola is naka-opens upward, ibig sabihin ang range niya is y is equal or greater than k. If it opens downward, then the range is the set y is less than or equal to k. Then ang k, papalitan nyo lang yan kung ano yung value na k na makukuha nyo. Tatandaan nyo ha, if ang graph opens upward, ibig sabihin ang range is y is greater than or equal to k. If it opens downward, y is less than or equal to k. Okay, as a recap, so this is the parabola, right? Then, itong broken line na yellow ang color, this is the axis of symmetry. So, diba sinabi ko kanina, ang value ng h ay makukuha nyo by the axis of symmetry. So, itong axis of symmetry, kung ano yung number na nadaanan niya sa x-axis, di ba ito yung x-axis, yan. Then this one is the y-axis. Kung ano yung number, kung ano yung number na nadaanan ng axis of symmetry, yun na yung h. So, nadaanan niya yung 1. So, ibig sabihin, 1 yung h niya. Then, ang k naman is dito nyo makikita sa vertex. So, ito yung vertex, di ba? Ang dulo ng graph. So, ang vertex yan, ano yung number na naka-align niya sa y-axis? Okay, so, -4. So, ibig sabihin, ang k is -4. Then, this is the x-intercept. Yan. Then, the y-intercept. Okay? I have here an example. Example number 1, -x squared minus 2x plus 3. F of x is equal to -x squared minus 2x plus 3. So, solutions, first is you are going to construct table of values. So, you already know naman no how to construct table of values. By the way, I already discussed this one in my previous blog entitled uh, solving quadratic inequality in two variables. So, same lang ng process dito. So, construct table of values. So, ito yung table of values natin. So, sa x, kayo nang bahala kung ano yung value na ilalagay nyo dito. Okay? So, ang nilagay ko dito, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So, kayo nang bahala kung ano yung value na ilalagay nyo sa x. Then, after that, para makuha natin yung value ng y, ang gagawin lang natin is substitute lang these values to the given quadratic function. So here papakita ko. So this is the given quadratic function. Y is equal to negative x squared, minus 2x plus 3. So first, isolve natin ang negative 3, negative 2, and negative 1. Then the given quadratic function. So next is we will simply substitute the value of x in the given quadratic function. So ito negative 3. So y is equal to, copy lang negative negative, then you put parentheses para ma-separate yung negative at saka negative na sign ng 3. So, negative times negative 3 squared, huwag niyong kalimutan yung squared, minus 2, then x negative 3 plus 3. Then, dito naman, y is equal to negative, put parentheses also, negative 2 squared minus 2, times negative 2 plus 3. Then, ito naman, y is equal to negative times the quantity of negative 1 squared, minus 2 times negative 1 plus 3. So, substitute lang ha. The next is y is equal to, diba, negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Diba, negative 3 squared is equal to negative 3 times negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Then, meron siyang negative sa labas. So, negative times positive 9 is negative 9. Kaya, negative 9 yung sagot. Then, negative 2 times negative 3, positive 6. So, plus 6. By the way ha, kung ano yung sign ng number, yun din yung operation na ilalagay nyo. So, since positive 6, it means plus 6. Then, copy plus 3. Then, dito naman, negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2 is equal to positive 4. Then, negative times positive 4 is negative 4. Then, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4 plus 4. Then, copy plus 3. Then, ito naman, negative times negative 1 squared. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Then, negative times positive 1 is negative 1. Then, negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. That's why plus 2, then plus 3. So, negative 9 plus 6 is negative 3. Plus 3 is 0. Then, ito naman, negative 4 plus 4 is 0. Plus 3, positive 3. Negative 1 plus 2 is 1. Plus 3, 4. The next, ang value naman sa x which are 0, 1, and 2. So, the given quadratic function. Next is simply substitute the value of x. So, y is equal to, x natin is 0, diba? So, negative 0 squared minus 2 times 0 plus 3. Then, ito naman, y is equal to negative times the quantity of 1 squared. Lalagyan din natin siya ng parentheses kasi nga naka-square siya, diba? Kasi kung hindi nyo lalagyan ng parentheses, magiging mali yung sagot nyo. Kasi kung walang parentheses dito, baka maisip nyo na negative 1 squared. Which is, kung negative 1 times negative 1 is equal to positive 1. Then, kung lalagyan nyo ng parentheses, negative times the quantity of 1 squared, so positive 1 times positive 1 is 1, then negative times positive 1 is negative 1. Okay, then, minus 2, x is 1 plus 3. Dito naman, negative Same din na explanation sa 1. So, negative times x squared is 2 squared minus 2 times 2 plus 3. Then ito, negative 0 squared is 0, diba? Then 2 times 0 is 0. So, ang matitira na lang is 3. So, positive 3. Then 1 squared, 1 times positive 1 times positive 1 is 1 times negative, negative 1. Then negative 2 times 1 is negative 2, so minus 2. Then copy, plus 3. Then negative times the quantity of 2 squared. So 2 squared is 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So positive 4 times negative is negative 4. Then negative 2 times 2 is negative 4 plus 3. Then negative 1 times negative 2 is negative 3 plus 3, 0. Negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. Okay, last is x is equal to 3. So y is equal to negative times the quantity of 3 squared minus 2 times 3 plus 3. So, ano lang ha? Substitute lang din yung value ng x sa given na quadratic function. So, 3 squared is 3 times 3, 9. 9 times negative is negative 9, kaya naging negative 9. Then, negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. Ito by minus 6, then copy, plus 3. Wait lang, okay. So, negative 9 minus 6 is negative 15 plus 3, negative 12. So, ayan, meron na tayong value ng y. So, ngayon naman, ilalagay na natin yung value ng y sa ating table of values. Okay, so here, okay, yan yung na-solve natin. Then, table of values. So, ang negative 3, if ang x negative 3, y is 0, diba? So, 0, ilalagay natin 0. Ang puti yung tingnan nyo. Then, negative 2, then ang value ng y is 3. So, ito, 3. Ang white ang tingnan nyo ha. Then, if x negative 1, yan, negative 1. Okay, so, ang value ng y is 4. So, ito, 4. Then, if ang x is 0, then ang value ng y is 3. So, 3. Then, 1 is 0, 1, 0. 2, negative 5, 2, negative 5. Then, 3 is negative 12, 3 is negative 12. So, next natin gagawin is, we will plot the points in the Cartesian coordinate plane. Okay, so last step is, i-graph na natin ang ating nakuhang mga value ng x at saka ng y or the coordinates dito sa ating Cartesian coordinate plane. So first is negative 3 and 0. So x negative 3, y is 0. So dito siya. Ito. Negative 3. Diba? X is negative 3, then y is 0. So lagyan lang natin dito negative 3 and 0. Next is negative 2 and positive 3. So, x negative 2. This one, negative 2. Then, positive 3 yung y yan. So, i-align lang natin siya. So, negative 2, positive 3. So, here. Dito siya. Diba? Negative. Lagyan ko lang ng ganito ha para makita nyo. So, this one is negative 2 and positive 3. The next is negative 1 and positive 4. So, negative 1 and positive 4. So, lagyan natin ng ganito para makita nyo. Then, yan. Negative 1 and 4. So, dito. Ito is negative 1 and 4. Next is 0 and 3. So, 0 and 3. 0 is x, then 3. So, ito. 0, then 3. So, dito siya. 0 and 3. Next is 1 and 0. 1 and 0. So, x is 1, then y is 0. So, this one. 1 and 0. Next is 2 and negative 5. So, positive 2, negative 5. So, lagyan lang natin ng ganito para makita nyo ha. 2 and negative 5. Okay, yan. this one. 2 and negative 5. Pasensya na kayo kung medyo malikot yung camera kasi ako lang yung nag-video ng aking sarili. Okay, next is 3 and negative 12. So, 3. Lagyan lang natin ng ganito para makita nyo. 3. Okay, this is negative 12. So, here. 3 and negative 12. Next is, we will connect the points. So, gamit tayo ng red. So, i-connect natin itong mga points. So, here, yan. Ako na siya dito. Then, this one. Connect the points lang, ha? So, ano ko na lang din ito para pantay sila. So, yan. Meron na tayong parabola. So, next is lalagyan ko muna ng axis of symmetry. So, diba yung axis of symmetry is siya yung nadi-divide sa graph into 2. So, dito tayo magbe-base sa vertex. So, ito yung vertex. So, ang ating axis of symmetry ay magsisimula sa vertex. So, anong gawin ko? Ito na lang, blue. So, ito yung axis of symmetry natin. Yan. So, straight line lang ang ilalagay ko. Yan. So, ito yung ating axis of symmetry. So, yan yung axis of symmetry natin, yung blue. Then, this one, the point here is negative 1, ha? Yan. So, next, since meron na tayong axis of symmetry, so we are going to find na the vertex. So, what is the vertex of the quadratic functions? So, para hindi na kayo mag-solve sa value ng h at saka value ng k, so dito lang natin makikita yung value ng h at k sa ating graph. So, diba ang sinabi ko kanina, ang value ng h is ang number na dadaanan ng axis of symmetry sa x-axis. Okay, so diba ito yung x-axis, right? Then this one is the axis of symmetry. So sa axis of symmetry, nadaanan niya yung negative 1. So ibig sabihin yung, lagyan ko lang ng arrow, ha? Ibig sabihin yung h natin is equal to negative 1. Then yung k naman natin is ito. So yan. Lagyan ko na lang din. So, itong vertex, kung saan naka-align yung vertex sa y-axis, yun yung kanyang value ng k. So, ang vertex natin is naka-align siya dito sa 4. So, yan, 4. So, ibig sabihin, lagyan ko lang din ng arrow, ang value ng k is positive 4. Therefore, our vertex is, wait, hindi nyo makita. Vertex is, ang una nyong ilalagay, ha, yung unang number na ilalagay nyo is ang h. So, negative 1. The next is ang k, is positive 4. Eh, diba yung vertex is h at saka yung k. So, our h negative 1 dito. Then, our k is positive 4. Yan. So, negative 1 and positive 4. Next is opening of the graph. Okay, di ba yung value ng a natin based sa given quadratic function is negative, di ba? So ibig sabihin yung graph niya is opens downward. So then makikita nyo rin naman sa graph na, di ba? Yung graph is open downward. So, opening of the graph is downward. So, lagay ko dito, downward. The next vertex is at, so ano yung vertex? Itong nasa dulo. Yan, sorry. Itong nasa dulo. So, ano yung coordinates na nasa dulo? Negative 1 and 4, di ba? Negative 1 and 4. So, ang ating vertex is at, okay, di ba yung vertex is negative 1 and 4? So, vertex is at maximum point, okay? Kasi nasa taas siya. Ang graph is downward, so ibig sabihin yung vertex is at maximum point. So, lagyan natin ng maximum point. Yan. Next is axis of symmetry or the equation of the axis of symmetry. So, the equation of the axis of symmetry is this one. H is equal to negative 1. Or, di ba yung sabi ko kanina, x is equal to h. So, yung axis of symmetry is x is equal to, ang h natin is negative 1. So, x is equal to negative 1. Yan. Then, ang ating domain, di ba, ang sanabi ko kanina, ang domain natin is always set of real numbers. Okay, set of real numbers. Then, ang ating range magdidepende sa graph. So, di ba, ang graph natin is opens downward. So, ibig sabihin, ang gagamitin natin is less than or equal to. So, yan. Ito, y is less than or equal to, ano yung value ng k? Ang value ng k is 4. So, y is less than or equal to 4. So, yan. I hope you learn something from this video. I hope nakatulong ako sa pagsagot ng inyong mga module. At pasensya na kung malikot yung aking video. Kasi ako lang yung nagbe-video sa sarili ko. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye!